let's go ahead and take a look at what our wrapper class can do. And this will work the same for pretty much all of them, but we're going to go ahead and just demonstrate with the integer wrapper class. So go ahead and I'll just create initial integer, we'll call it ludicrous equals 5. This is to help you remember that we're working with what are called wrapper classes. So to access the wrapper class, we could go ahead and say, for example, what if we go integer dot, this brings up all of the methods that are contained within the wrapper class. So we can go here and figure out what the integer is, what some of the different bit information is, such as the highest 1 bit or the lowest 1 bit, number of leading zeros or trailing zeros. This is the one we're used to. We are used to, hello, let me close out you. We are used to working with the parse int to convert a string into an integer. So that's what we're used to here. We can also take the number and reverse it. Reverse the amount of the bits. There's a lot of these other options that we have, including toString, so it would convert an integer into a string, and pull out the value of it as well. So let's go ahead and do a couple of these. We'll do a string here. So string x equals integer dot toString, and yeah, I did have ludicrous in there. If I go up here and create a string y equals 55 with quotations around it, excuse me, Mr. Computer. Let's go down here and we'll create another integer. We'll say int m equals integer dot parseInt, which again converts the string into an integer. We'll put y in there. And then what we'll do is, let's go ahead and give this a shot as well. We'll call it integer.reverse. I'll put m inside of that. We'll see what happens here. Actually, to see if that actually works, let's not make the numbers the same. Let's change it to 57. So we're going to go ahead and print out x, which we know is going to be 5. Now let's go ahead and print out y as well. Now it reversed the bits, but we also did not reassign it to m either. We just simply put the statement there. So perhaps we could go and reassign the object to itself, saying the assigned value is never used. Part of that would also be because we printed out the wrong variable. Why don't you guys interact with me with this? Now here we see the bit information that came back for the integer object m. That's kind of where it stores a little bit. So that's more information that we're actually going to dive into for the course as far as how the bits return and stuff. But do know that when you see integer out here with a capital I, or you see double with a capital D, or even do a Boolean real quick. We'll say Boolean sent equals false. We can call on a Boolean object, Boolean dot, and we have some less options here. But we can take and either get the Boolean or parse the Boolean or turn the Boolean into a string. So that put sent in there, and then we just have to assign it to a string. So there's a lot of different things we can do, but just so you know what these are technically called again, these are called wrapper classes. They have methods that work with all 8 of the basic variable types.